You're listening to Chris Borges on ZAPS hash 126, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. You're listening.
ZAPS number 126. Thank you all for tuning in today. My name's Chris Borges, First the Beast podcast. Thank you all for checking me out. Yeah, we got it. We got another one going, guys. ZAPS 126, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. This is your host, Chris Borges of the Chris Borges First the Beast podcast. I'm getting copyright claimed left and right, guys, for my past videos because I'm using like the Smiths and all these music artists that I like, that I enjoy all their songs and stuff, and I post it on top of my. I've been posting on top of my thing, my Zaps, while I've been doing the podcast, and then all of a sudden, once it's done and a few days goes by, right away a copyright claim gets posted onto my manage my videos section and all the videos that I had the music on. So obviously, the one I did yesterday, I just didn't do any music at all, and I just talked for an hour straight, and there's no copyright claim. So obviously, they don't like it when I put up anybody's music up on. So that's why I just did that little intro with the computer AI girl that said, "You're listening to Chris Borges first, the Chris Borges on ZAP Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival." Yeah. So I gotta make my own little intro, my own little outro, for my thing, and I guess I gotta use I guess non-copyright claimable music while I do my podcast. And I know there is a lot of them, but it takes a while to make all that stuff happen. So I'll get on it. I do enjoy hearing a little bit of background noise while I speak, because when it's totally quiet, it feels kind of plain, and I don't know why YouTube does that. This is a free form of speech and a free form of art and language and all that kind of stuff, and YouTube in general. I guess it's because the artists need to get paid or something like that. So whatever, I'm not complaining about it. It's just what it is. It is what it is. So I got to just work my way around it, and that's fine. So yeah, just learned how to do that, the computer girl thing, intro thing. So that's awesome. Let's hear it again, just for fun.
You're listening to Chris Borges on ZAPS hash 126, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival.
Yeah, so it's funny. I just made that happen. There is a little bit of a trip, that I've been going through. I've been doing a lot of study, a lot of just computer study, internet study, learning things and this and that, just things that I'm interested in. Repairing electronics, all that kind of stuff, tech gear, all that kind of stuff, just getting ready for learning. I just love to learn about all this kind of stuff and apply it to my life and all that kind of stuff. I already got this huge list of things that I didn't even know I needed or wanted until I knew about them. So all this computer gadgetry and all this stuff they got going on these days, really cool stuff, just really handy stuff that I never knew about. Some 3 YouTube channels that I definitely do recommend if you guys are interested in like just learning about this, just things that I'm interested in. Some really good ones right now that I've been into is Adrian's Digital Basement. Is really awesome. I also been checking out this sailor guy. His name's his YouTube channel name is a Sailing Tritea. And he just like sailboats and stuff like that all around the world, and I think he just sailed from like Cali to Hawaii, and it took like a month for him to do. Really cool. It's a really cool video. Really cool channel about him sailing. It's just him being a sailor and sailing around the world and stuff like that, I guess. So super cool stuff. And my last one that I really would recommend checking out is barbers. Now for barbers, let me see.
When we were kids, Superman was our hero. One of the things
Barbers
that our
Auto
sensors
Help
can
is just
do,
basically they do. It's a really cool auto mechanic channel, and he just shows you how to do a whole bunch of really cool stuff with. And he does a really good job explaining it, and he does really nice videos and shows you how to. So just all kinds of mechanic repairs, auto mechanic repairs, and all that kind of stuff. So super cool stuff. If you guys are interested in that AI voice, if you guys do podcasting or need it for like your YouTube channel in any way, the website that I actually got this from is called wellsaidlabs.com, and they give you a free trial to check out like all the narration voices and do a couple other cool things on your channel. So that's how I got that voice on it. It's called wellsaidlabs.com if you're interested in that. And they do free trials and all that kind of stuff. You don't even need to pay to get the voice. So super cool stuff. I just looked up free voice generator because I took notice, or I copied Joe Rogan's podcast, Powerful JRE, and I looked up what he did for his intro because of my copyright claim issue that I had with YouTube with the music I've been using. So I needed like just an original intro, and now I need an original outro, and in the middle I need like free music, free playable music that's like copyright free. Do you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff goes in together into making a good podcast. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, just those 3 YouTube channels that I just mentioned were just fun, little cool channels that I'm into at the moment that I've just been checking out a bit, trying to check out all the videos and just seeing what they got, learning about sailing, about wind knots, about tides, about weather conditions, all that kind of stuff. That's why I've been looking up the Sailor Channel. That guy doing the sailing around the world to Hawaii and all that kind of stuff. And also, I do auto mechanic repair and all that kind of stuff. I love to learn about all that kind of stuff. So I checked out barbers, and there's a whole bunch of other cats, really good cats, who do auto mechanic repair and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and I'm really into like just learning about old school tech, vintage computers, vintage tech. Learning about just like microchips and USBs and chargers and fixing electronics and gadgets in general. So Adrian's basement is a great Adrian's digital basement is a great entry level. I noticed into getting into all that kind of stuff because he goes into a whole bunch of stuff, not just motherboards and microchips. Or he does all kind of stuff. So it's just like a learning channel, you know. And there's a whole bunch of spin-offs, and there's a whole bunch of other channels that they show you once you go into it. He has a whole bunch of like other channels that he's a part of that it shows you even more so all these other kind of guys who specialize in certain kind of electronics, whether they fix electronics, old school vintage electronics, to new electronics, to cell phones, laptops, all that kind of stuff, and all that stuff in between. They show you tools that they use to diagnose problems and fix stuff. I just found out about, they're called charge doctors. If you guys don't know, a charge doctor is just a little device that you put in between your charging cable and your actual power outlet, I believe, or a laptop, or you hook it up, like, you know, it's like you hook it up to your phone and hook it up to the charger or whatever like that, and it's like an in-between mechanism or device that actually goes in between the cell phone and the actual charger that you plug in between, and it actually shows you the amperage and the voltage and all that kind of stuff that's going on while it's charging, so you actually can see how much charge is actually going in, how much volts, how much amps, how much ohms, all that kind of stuff just from your charger alone. So then, you know, with that tool also, you can also diagnose charging issues, if your charger's broken, if it's not putting enough, if it's overloading, all that kind of stuff. It's super useful stuff to know about all this stuff about electronics and gadgetry and all that kind of stuff, because you can end up, if you know how to do it correctly, you can fix them all. You can refix it if it's broken. You can learn. I mean, there's a ton of stuff about that, about multimeter reading, about voltage reading, amperage reading, all that kind of stuff. It's very, very, very important these days to know about all that stuff, because everything's run off electricity and electronics and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to learn about all that kind of stuff. So that's what I've been getting into lately. They show you how to do all that stuff. All this kind of like gadgetry. That's why I'm like really, really heavy like into like doing computer stuff, like really, really like computer nerd stuff, like learning about every little aspect and you know, meter and reading on top of your computer, different types of computers, different types of cell phones, laptops, motherboards, RAM chips, fixing them, fixing everything, you know, high, low, and in between, everything like that, fixing it, repairing, diagnosing, all that kind of stuff that goes into like electronic gadgetry and repairs and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I do. I also do business as well too, like, you know, buying low, selling high, you know, buying bulk, selling singles, all that kind of stuff. I do a lot of like business as well too. So I'm very business minded and oriented about all this stuff too. Like all this stuff correlates into my entire business in general. This is just a few of my businesses that I partake in. But yeah, I just do all that kind of stuff. And what do we got going today with the ZAPS 126? We have A lot of stuff, man. I still gotta do, just same old as yesterday. Doing another Zaps as always, a daily Zaps, and as well as everything's going well, going fine, going dandy. The ship is afloat and sailing, and gonna be doing some eBay, and I'm just gonna work on my eBay and try to get some of my book done tonight, and that's it, you guys. And that's after I watch all these videos and stuff that I need to watch and all that kind of stuff with all the electronic gadgetry and all that kind of stuff. So, that's all that's going on for today, guys. Very simple, easy, to the point. And gonna call it a short one today, guys, because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. So thank you all for tuning in today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for an update, your daily update and daily dose of ZAPS, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. Chris Borges vs. the Beast Apocalypse. Chris Borges vs. the Beast. Chris Borges vs. the Beast podcast. Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. ZAPS number 126. Thank you all for tuning in today, and that's it. That's all I got going for today, you guys. I will show you all the new gadgetries and all that kind of stuff that I will be getting soon here in the future once I order them. And it's going to be a fun one tomorrow on ZAPS 127. So I hope you guys take care. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Bye.